All right, I'm going to start in a different spot today. I literally have not uploaded not one December reading. I think maybe two were able to launch in some way. So I'm going to skip over the month of December, and I'm sorry that I have to do that, but I feel like I'm being called to bring another message, if that makes any sense. So what I want to do today is I do want to bring a message for each sign, on a collective for maybe not weeks or spans, just something that you have to look forward to in that entire month. Instead of doing a reading for the week of, I do realize a lot of this time, is not, time is what you make it, right? Time is a construct. Time is fluid. So because of it, I don't really think I want to put timestamps or to tell you in the week of. I don't think I want to do that, but I will tell you in the month of. So moving forward, we are just going to move forward. I'm going to start with the sign of, I've been getting requests from others. And when I meditated this morning, I did come up with one very specific sign, and it's very near and dear to my heart. So I'm going to go with Capricorn. Because that's my alter ego, Cancer, Capricorn, on either side of the spectrum, right? And for some reason, this is what's been showing up in my everyday. So I'm going to go with the sign of Capricorn for the month of January 2020, something that you should be looking forward to. All right. Or something that can come up, something that you may not know is coming up, but will come up, will show its face in some way or another. I also, if you know me, you know that I don't like to do love readings. I don't know why. And, Cancers, we are normally very much into love and all that good stuff. Yeah, I guess so. But that's not my favorite types of readings. Personally, I do like pick a card reading. So you'll be seeing a couple of those show up soon. I do also love to see how certain pairs come together. So I may not upload a video for love for, let's say, Taurus. But what I'm thinking about uploading is a video that will speak to your relationships, Taurus, period. And it could be a relationship with any sign that is coming out to me, or, the energy of that thing that's coming out. So I think I'm going to do something like that. Just something a little bit different. Something that shows up more, it seems to me, with private readings. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to make these big O public readings and bring them down to a private feel. So if this in any way resonates with you, it is absolutely for you. And if it doesn't, it's just not for you. So what message do we have? What message do we have for our Capricorns, January 2020? What's coming towards the Capricorn? What do they need to be aware of? Is it money? Is it finances? Is it their relationships? Is it the workplace? Is it your children? Is it something that you just need to be aware of? So that's the message that I want to bring forward today. Oh, it's not sunny today. I think on my other readings, I always say that I love the sun. It does something for me. Specifically, does something for me in my energy, I look forward to just seeing the sun come out. But, we have a little overcast today. I do live on the East Coast. It's definitely winter here. It's definitely winter. But can we have Spirit? Thank you. But can we have at least 2-3 more cards for Capricorn in the month of January 2020, what they can expect? I'm sorry I took a pause that long, but guys, I really didn't take a pause when I tell you that I seriously had 7 videos sitting there, and they were all doing something weird. It was the randomest thing. And thank you, Spirit. The randomest thing. so random. What I do have is the Page of Cups as the overall energy for the reading on the bottom of the deck. All right, Capricorn. Okay. And sorry. Okay, let's see. Ooh, some new beginnings for you. Well, you know what? I think that's what's coming, period, right? New beginnings, 2020, January. I feel like that's just something that's in the... Oh, somebody's going to be making some wishes pretty soon, huh? So, okay. Did I say Page of... What did I say was on the bottom of the deck? Did I say Page of Pentacles? But it's actually a Page of Cups. So the overall reading is going to speak to a new offer of love for you. So let's see what we are looking at for the month of January 2020. Can you believe that? Wow, 2020 is already here. Okay. And so you do have a new beginning, or you have an offer coming in, and it looks like this is going to be more on the work front. I have two different scenarios here, so I will try my best to get through this where this makes sense. But I have two different scenarios, literally split straight down the middle, right? One that's dealing with solely your finances and business, and the other one that looks like it's a little bit more in your home life. Okay, Capricorn, it looks like you've just restarted something recently. Either you have just started a new job, or you have opened a new business, or you have done something on your own very recently. I'm not going to say on your own because there are the Three of Pentacles here. So it's telling me that you've done something on your own. So maybe it's entrepreneurship, right? But you have a partner. You have a partner in this entrepreneurship. You have something happening here. But your focus, for the most part, has been to build prosperity and money in this business. It's not a fail, though, right? You've been doing this and you've been doing it well. I think there's been a lot of mental tension, maybe certain things that you want to say to your partner that you haven't said. You want to say these things to this person or these people. I'm seeing two people, but it's probably you, spirit, and your partner, because understand that this is a divine connection between your partner. I see that there has been some tension in the workplace in some way or another, and you're contemplating a move of some sort. I'm not sure if that's a move of directional move as far as you're balancing out I see you saying, hey, I need you to take care of this now. Maybe you weren't doing this before, but this is what, so I see a move of, it looks like you're trying to decide what you should handle and what you should not handle with your partner, if that makes any sense. This partner may feel like you are becoming a little overbearing, or maybe like almost like an overseer, where you feel like you're taking on a lot of responsibility here. And they feel like you're watching them, or you got your thumb on them, you know. And this is an equal partnership here. This is not like you're over them in some way. No, this is a very even playing field. And what Spirit is telling me is that, you know, don't feel like you have to be the overbearing. Like, that's not for you to do. right now, your thoughts are correct. Spirit is saying to you, you need to think about a different way to divvy the responsibility. Thank you, Spirit. Jesus, that was hard to get out. I kept divvy the responsibility. I think your paths have crossed, your partner and yours. I think when you first set up the business, it looks like you had one specific thing that you were taking care of, and this was the thing that you were supposed to do because you are skilled in that thing. And then your partner, they're skilled in this thing, but it looks like in some way or form, in the middle of it all, signals have been crossed or paths have been crossed, and now you haven't been able to decide what's your responsibility and what's your partner's responsibility. So you feel like you're having to manage it all, and your partner feels this as well. There's a lot of movement happening here. There's a lot of movement happening here. And I think that ultimately it's been a lot of movement, and at some point you felt like you were not doing this by yourself. I feel like you felt as if you were maybe dreaming for the company or dreaming bigger by yourself. And your partner was more kind of set on just growing what you have. And then there was conflict there, because you're always thinking about, okay, how can we bring more money? How can we do this? How can we expand? How can we do this? And your partner is saying, I think we need to cultivate what we have here. So the friction is coming where your paths now are crossing. The things that, but you're growing, but you don't feel like you're growing. Your partner feels like you're growing. They feel like you're growing in leaps and bounds, and they don't also want to take on too much. But you're saying, we can't grow if we don't take on some more. So you're finding that you feel a little pressed. You feel a little pressed with what your responsibilities are. But I will tell you that if you go in and you sit down with your partner and you let them know this is how you feel, there's something that can be rectified there, because you have the same ideas. You have the same idea for the company. This is nothing that is remiss, if that makes any sense. It's not, the partner feels exactly what you're feeling, and that's because this is a soul connection type thing. This is something that Spirit is driving forward. So as big as you see it becoming, that's as big as it can be. And understand that your partner is on board. You just have a different way of skinning the cat. There's more than one way to get to an outcome. He or she is thinking about this very maybe logical, or no, vice versa. Actually, you're thinking about this very logical. Your partner is thinking about this in terms of where we are, but it's not. They're dreaming. They're dreaming for things that are to come. You are going to get them. So it's like they're placing a dream and they're putting it out there and they're manifesting these things, and your energy is, no, we're just going to grab this and go. You guys are on the same page. I do see, though, that there is something happening in your home. So let me switch gears for a minute here, because in your home is saying that there's a partnership at home that's feeling it needs a reboot. I think you've been paying a lot of attention to what's happening in your office space. I think you're paying a lot of attention to what's happening outside of your home. And what Spirit is telling me is that it's almost like an addiction to you. Work is right now. It's almost like an addiction to you, and something has to end in that space so that your relationship at home can evolve. There's a new beginning in love at home. And I think that has to come. Someone is opening up in a way. There's been a little bit of strife. Your partner doesn't feel wanted. Your partner doesn't feel like you miss them, if that makes any sense, because your focus has been work and trying to get, your other partner at work on the same accord or on the same, but your partner at home is saying, hey, I need your attention. I need your attention. And they're actively wishing on almost like a wishing well. They're wishing that, things kind of slow down for you in the workplace, so that you can pay more attention to what's going on at home. So there's a slight of there's an addiction there that you need to kind of balance. It's called for balance here, but there's a reboot at home. There's something happening. There definitely is something happening, and you're called to find different ways to have your partners, both of them, feel needed or empowered, if that makes any sense. You're called in this time to figure out a way to empower your partner at work and also empower your partner at home. For those who are not in relationships at home, this is probably not for you, obviously, but it probably is speaking to a work-life balance for you. Even as a single person, there's something that is out of sorts. There's something that's showing up as more as an addiction for you than it is. So there's balance being called for, okay? And then I do see a new beginning there. So just pay attention to what is happening around you. I think you can be a little bit consumed with what you want to happen, grabbing from your dream and making it reality. And these are big. This is a big deal. This is not anything small, and it's all coming to fruition, but in its own time. I would lean on your partner at work and listen a little more to what they have going on, because there's something there that you're not seeing, which is why you kind of feel like you have to have your thumb on it, and they don't like that. And then also listen at home, because there's something happening there that you're missing when it comes to your family. Okay. And Capricorn, I see nothing but great things for you in the month of January. As long as you can get out of your head with how you want to move forward, and divvy up the responsibilities, and let your partners feel wanted and needed. You're onto something great here, okay? And ultimately, you've already made the choice to be able to do this. I think you're just trying to sort it out right now, but you're gonna come up with something really good to fix this. And it's not out of sorts all the way, but you're already moving on to better and a better idea. You've already thought better of it. So I want to congratulate you there. I'm going to go ahead and pull another card from Spirit just to speak on, I don't know, maybe a time period for you. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the Moonology Oracle deck and ask Spirit for a little more guidance on how you, or I don't know, maybe a time period and when you can see a little bit more smooth sailing, right? Because you are moving on, but a couple things have to happen before that can take place. And I'm going to tell you to look inwards a little bit more, and then also listen more than you speak. Your intentions are good. It's the strategy that you're going into trying to fix these things that is causing a lot of conflict. And I said a lot, but I don't know that it's a lot. It's causing some conflict, okay? So Spirit, what additional message that we have for Capricorns as they move into January 2020 that will help them move forward in their home work-life balance? All right, Spirit, it does seem like that. Okay, sheesh. Well, look at that. A new romantic cycle begins. That's the card. I did say that the overall energy on this reading was the Page of Cups. So there is an offer coming for you. So let's go ahead and see what that card's meaning is. So a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. I'm going to just read it really quickly. Okay. A new romantic cycle begins. Give and take could be... Oh, girl. Let me slow down. I'm wearing glasses for a reason. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you for someone else. Hold on. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning. And if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. And anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as team up with someone in your business or your personal life. Do you see this? I love when the message that I am getting shows up in the Oracle card. It's just more confirmation. The Capricorn, like seriously. I'm sorry, I just had to say that because I got chills. It was ridiculous. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whatever or whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. Reach out to someone and let them know you care. Wow, I'm pretty sure I said that. Additional meanings for this card. Feel more, think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. Interesting. You might get a reboot in your relationship, or maybe that person who is looking for more work-life balance. Yeah. Pay attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. The teaching. Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. It is harmonious, kind, and luxurious. We always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. I don't normally surmised readings because a lot of times, like I said, I am channeling and I can't recall a lot of the things that I'm saying. However, I do remember literally saying that this reading is split straight down the middle, and there is balance here. There is your work life that is going to require balance. There is your home life that is requiring balance. And these two things need to touch and agree for you to have peace, okay? Listen, Capricorn, you're on the right track. Your intentions are good. You just need some redirection, okay? All right, and that is my reading for January 2020 for our Capricorns. And we're going to go on. And I do want to hear how this works out for you. I want to hear if this resonates with you in some way or form. So leave it in the comments. And thank you for coming, and come back, guys. Come back next month. Hopefully I'll have something a little extra for you. All right, thanks. Have a good one.